Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer Sales in beautiful Paducah, Kentucky. Got a little lawn care going on in the background, so bear with me here. 2024 Intech 38-foot stacker trailer. Obviously a gooseneck, as you can see. 38-foot stacker. This is the wide body, loaded with some nice options. And folks, this is as new as they come without buying a brand new one. This one is on our lot, and if it's on chasecoach.com with a price on it, chances are it's available. So all the photos, probably well over 100 pictures at chasecoach.com. 38 foot in length. The typical stacker is going to be 13.3, 13 foot 4 inches overall height. And again, this is the wide body trailer. So you've got 97.5 inches of width in the rear door opening. Intech, you're probably familiar if you're watching this video, one of the leading manufacturers right now in high production trailers. You can see the aluminum frame, everything's very neatly welded. I was even looking earlier at the gusseting they put in. These guys are trying to think ahead, and they're thinking, what is this trailer going to look like 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now? Nice options on this one. It does have an onboard air compressor with lines ran throughout the trailer. And also down here in the generator compartment, it has an Onan gas-powered 4,500 watt generator. Stereo system, escape door. This escape door is huge. So this thing's like a little over 11 feet in length, and it's right under 6 foot tall. So right to like 70 inches tall. And I think I measured 11 foot 4 inches length. So if you've got a car that you're wanting to pull in the bottom, maybe the car's a real low profile and you're really worried about opening the door and possibly hitting the fender well, no worries. Open the escape door up. The fender well is also very easily removed. It's an aluminum fender well. I took the little nuts that hold it on off earlier, set it right out, no big deal. So there's photos of all that removed to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about at our website, chasecoach.com. Again, 97.5 inches on the rear door opening, and it's 94 inches tall. So a lot of good things already going our way on this trailer, dimension-wise. It does have the little bogey wheels down here on the bottom, as you can see those. So if you run into a parking lot that the back of the trailer takes a chance of dragging, no big deal. Triple axle, 7,000 pound torsion axles on this one. Does have the side awning, which is powered. It's a 12 volt powered, 18 foot in length. And I'm going to say it extends off the coach every bit of 8 or 10 foot. So give you some good shade at the event or track or whatever you're using the trailer for. As I mentioned, does have an air compressor. It's got lines plumbed inside and outside the trailer. You can see the little air fitting there. Has the big nice side entry door. When you open that up, you've got 58 inches of width and right at 74 inches of height going in the side. Has a really nice aluminum cabinet package in it. Has the lift. The lift is 16 foot in length. It has a loft up in the top of the trailer that measures 18.5 foot length. So nice dimensions there on the lift and the loft. Let's see, what else am I missing? Of course, the rear ramp door has the like the aluminum beaver tail that opens up. And the cool thing about having the hydraulic landing gear, as you can see, is, if you need to raise the front of the trailer up to get the rear of the trailer down, to get that the angle just perfect back there on the rear door, that's not a problem. So check us out online, chasecoach.com, for all the photos. Keep in mind, we do accept trade-ins. We have nationwide delivery and some great financing options. So hang tight. I'm going to open up the side doors, run the awning out, drop the back door down, and show you the generator and everything. We'll get this one finished up. Any questions, please give me a call, shoot me a text, or send us an email, and we'd be more than glad to help you. Thank you for watching. I'll be right back. All right, get everything opened up for you. So up under the tongue, you're going to see it has the California Air. Probably one of the quietest air compressors I've ever heard. And I don't think they use any oil, which is cool. So you don't have to change it or check it. Also has the factory California Air automatic drain valve. So if you get any moisture in the air compressor tank, which is gonna happen, especially here in Kentucky with the humidity. Oh my gosh, it's been horrible this year. But so humidity is gonna create, you know, condensation in the tank. This already has the automatic valve. You can see it also has a 5,000 pound, one of the Come Up brand winches with a wireless remote, synthetic rope, and you'll see where that comes out inside the trailer. So that's located down here. You also have both your batteries, comes with a 50 amp shore power cord, which you can see there. And then also has the automatic transfer switch. That is the little control there for the equalizer systems. Hydraulic leg on the front. Moving on over, 4,500 watt digital inverter generator. Basically a gas powered, very, very nice industrial grade Onan, the P4500i. It's got its own little battery, fires up. I had it run earlier. You can't even hardly hear it running. So very nice. And I think, could be wrong, I think you can pair two of these together and make it like a 9,000 watt. So keep that in mind. And if you wanted to put a bigger generator in it, it's not a problem. You can see how big this box is. We do custom fabrication work and stuff right here in-house at Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer. We could put you a 7,000 gas, a 10,000 watt diesel. So you name it, we can do it. Tires look brand new, which obviously on a 24 model, you know they should. 16-inch wheels, aluminum wheels. You can see I've got the side opened up, and you got about a little over 11 foot of length and right at 6 foot of height there. Aluminum back door with the beaver tail. And I really don't have the trailer like jacked up that high right now in the front, and you can see we've got a pretty good grade here. So like, you know, a low profile car, in my opinion, would easily go up that. Here in the trailer, it does have the aluminum like airline track on both sides. It runs pretty much full length, 16-foot lift. And when the lift goes all the way to the floor, you can use these diamond plated little ramps here. They go from the back of the lift to the floor to get your car or side by side or Harley Davidson, whatever you're hauling in this thing, up on there nice and easy. Okay, 83 inches between the fender wells. That's a very important part of this. So 83 inches between the fender wells. Up here, pretty simple. You've got an 8-foot section of aluminum cabinets. You've got a little 6-foot workbench. It also has a place where the airline comes out there. Oh, this is cool. So you can turn the air compressor on and turn it off right there. So they wire the outlet for the compressor to that switch. Again, super, super smart. 120 volt outlet, place to charge 12 volt, or excuse me, like your cell phone USBs there. You have your cabinet lights down here, AM, FM radio with Bluetooth, and then that's your disconnect switch for the 12 volt. I do have both sets of keys. One set's in my office, the other set's here. Winch control, that's the control for the lift. Couple spare air fresheners, no charge. Go with it. Remote for the, actually there's the spare keys right there. They're inside. The remote for the stereo system, little text sheet with like axle serial numbers and stuff, and then the Onan manual. Up here in the front, you have a loft with carpeted floor, spare wheel and tire. The loft is 53 inches tall. Okay, let me actually just walk up this ladder. Cool thing with the ladder too, look how easily removable. I mean, very simple. It's just got two little pins that set in there. The Intech product, very well engineered, thought out, whatever you want to call it. Just everything kind of makes sense in the trailer. That's where that winch comes out. So it's the 5,000 pound with a synthetic rope. And then up here in the top of the trailer, again, looks brand new, 53 inches in the loft. So that's from the floor to the ceiling, 53 inches. You've got a 16-foot lift and an 18-foot length on the loft. So if you add 16 and 18, you've got 34 foot of floor up here on the top. Common question that we'll get, and I normally never address, people will ask, how much distance do you have on the back of the lift before you get into the door? And that's, I measured it this time. So from the back of this lift right here to where this header is, where the spring is for the garage door, you got about 20 inches. So 20 inches from the back of the lift to where that is, okay? All right, what are we missing? Carpet runs about probably 3 foot or so from the floor. That's a nice. Here's another air outlet back here, 120 volt. You got your panel for your switches, ceiling lights, floodlights, exterior loading lights. Again, it's an Intech. That says quite a bit right out of the gate. You guys know the name. You probably know the quality. They build really nice stuff. So any questions, give me a shout. chasecoach.com. Like I said, probably 100 plus photos of this trailer. It's a 2024 model, 38-foot stacker. You could put 3 cars in it, or 2 cars and a bunch of parts or luggage or whatever. I did measure the awning. When I paused the video just a second ago, it extends out 8 foot. So the awning is 18 foot in length, and it extends out 8 foot. One important part, let's talk about that I just thought of, interior height, okay? So from the floor, from the extruded aluminum floor that you're looking at there, to the ceiling, you got 136 inches, okay? The thickness of this lift is 4 inches. So you take 136 minus 4 is 132, which is 11 feet. So you have 11 feet to play with, meaning you could have, 2 vehicles that are 5.5 foot tall apiece, one on the bottom, one on the lift, or you could do a 5 foot tall vehicle on the bottom and a 6 foot tall vehicle up on the loft, or you could have a Razor, a Polaris Razor that's 9 foot tall and have 2 feet under the lift to slide something under there. So just keep in mind, you're dealing with 11 feet of working height inside between the 136 inch interior height and the 4 inch thickness of the lift. So any questions, please give me a shout. I've got a bunch of dimensions in my phone that I put in the notes for this trailer when I just shot the photos and measured it. And again, would love to earn your business. So Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer Sales in beautiful Paducah, Kentucky. chasecoach.com for the photo gallery. All right, thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day. And remember, be nice to people. One positive thing can change someone's whole day. Remember that. All right, till next time, have a good one.